apologise if the signal comes and goes. I'm aware, as I sometimes do this route to the station, that either the audio goes a little bit or the video goes just a little bit glitchy, which is fine. So bear with me. There's obviously nothing too special to look at besides my pretty face. I mean, there's nothing really too special. So I mean, you can just listen to the audio of me. So put your phone down, put your feet up. Might be a bit too early to be having maybe a glass of wine, but hopefully whilst you're sitting doing work or having a bit of breakfast, like some scrambled egg on toast or something, I don't know why that very specific meal came to mind, I'll walk you through with what's going on. So I've again had some more responses from people for my birthday offer, so thank you so much for showing interest. For anyone else who is interested, please do carry on just dropping your emails to me showing the interest in the coaching. I vet everyone before I work with them, which is why I'm still open to having emails through, because I still want to make sure that the people that I work with, I'm right for them and they're right for me. So if you are interested in that, I'm kind of getting just the plug out the way now, but if you are interested in that, it's my 7-day coaching is available for £1,000 for the entire week, and that includes the filming and feedback session on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday to Sunday is cold approach coaching. I've kind of explained it in other videos, you know, what it is, what it's about, and hopefully, you know, if you're interested in that, then definitely check it out. But that's not what this live stream is going to be about today. It's actually just filling you in, like, what my month is looking like, and why I'm literally tracking into London every day, every day this week. So I've had a dating coach from America reach out, or he's essentially he's a client of another dating coach of mine who's now started his own dating coaching business out in Los Angeles. It's a guy called Ephraim, and I think his YouTube channel's called, I'm sure it's Paul University. I'm sure that's what it's called. I'll have to double check. I probably should have done it before the stream, but him and Christian reached out and they were like, hey, we want to really build Ephraim's YouTube channel, really fill it with a load of infields and whatnot, and then he's able to kind of showcase his skills as a coach and hopefully get more clients and business from it. And truth be told, this is something that I really thrive on because I've done this for the last decade. It all started when I was doing coaching with Johnny Berber, or filming with Johnny Berber, and from there the ripple effect kind of took place where every other dating coach saw the growth in the business that Johnny was getting, and it was kind of like a Harry met Sally moment. They were all like, hey, I'll have what he's having, and then that was kind of how my reputation grew behind the scenes as the cameraman and producer for all of the dating coaches in London, and even coaches internationally as well. So I mean, I've worked with a lot of big names over the years, pretty much like any dating or pickup coach that you have heard of. I would probably go as far to say about 90% of them I have either filmed for, I've either consulted with, or I've even coached, helping them with their dating coach business on YouTube and elsewhere, and even making their products and stuff. So I mean, that's kind of the pitch, that behind the scenes, most dating coaches would have definitely heard of me or worked with me in some form or another. And I'm really fortunate, because what tends to happen is when a new generation of coaches comes forward, they always end up coming to me. They've always heard of me, or they've seen the testimonials that I've done with other dating coaches, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll definitely go through Daniel. Daniel's going to help me out on growing my business. So So Christian, of course, reached out with Ephraim, and let me just get out the road again. So Christian reached out with Ephraim, and so I'm working with them on Ephraim's YouTube channel. Like I say, I'm sure it's called Full University. And the plan is basically, because he's hired me for an entire month, or close to it, I think it's 27 days exactly. We are going out every single day for a few hours to do filming, and we're kind of mixing up the areas each day as well. And what was impressive was actually on the first day, so Ephraim actually arrived on my birthday. He came on the Tuesday, on the 2nd, and straight off the plane, we were already doing filming together for a few hours in the afternoon. And bless him, I mean, he was fatigued, he was tired, and he persevered. So I've got the respect for him for doing that. And we walked around. I kind of gave him a bit of like the touristy sort of view of London, so we got to see the locations and stuff. And yeah, and he did a really, really good job. So I think for me over the years, you know, I can kind of tell very early on, usually from a first session, like if a guy, or I should more or less say coach, if I can tell a coach is actually really good or not, or if they have what it takes to survive in the industry. And no, and he did a really good job. I thought, fair play to you. And then so that was Tuesday, and we walked around, and he was just so tired by the end of it, which I'm not surprised. If he had like a 10-11 hour flight and then came to London, walked around for 3 or so hours, and then sent him on his merry way to go relax, I'm pretty certain he probably like hit the bed the moment we walked into his Airbnb. And then yesterday we went down to Oxford Street and Regent Street, and I was kind of surprised that he wanted to go to such an intense level or intense area for his second day. I mean, maybe I'm a bit more gentle, so I think he was encouraged from Christian to go there. I think for me, I'd have been a bit more gentle. I'd have still like got him to acclimatise to London a bit, and eased him into the lifestyle of it by just taking him to more relaxed areas first before taking him to Oxford Street and Regent Street. But he did a really good job, and you'll see on his videos when he puts them out, like, you know, at first he was like, oh no, this actually isn't too bad at all, this is easy. And that was when we'd only really just got as far as maybe about like a minute or so down the road from Tottenham Court Road station. So he'd barely kind of dipped his toe into Oxford Street. And then we did another video, because he likes doing some uncuts, which is really cool. It's really good. I like uncut videos, because I think they really kind of show like the raw reality of approaching, and that no coach is free from rejections. Everyone gets rejections. I think it's important for guys watching those videos to recognise that there is no escaping a rejection. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, which is probably the most British statement I could ever possibly make. But no, then we went a little bit further, and then he was like, oh no, Daniel, this isn't too bad. And I was like, that's famous last words, my friend. And then when we actually got nearer to the actual main part of Oxford Street, so where you've got the actual Oxford Circus station, he was like, damn, Daniel, this is really busy here. And I was like, I told you. But he ploughed through like a trooper. He did more videos, then we went down Regent Street and stuff. But yeah, by the end he was quite tired. It's quite a draining thing, you know, when you're I suppose I can kind of sympathise with him. I mean, he's come still from a completely different city. He's spent most of his time travelling so far, and then he's having to now put his focus and energy into now speaking to people in one of the most busiest areas in London. So you know, again, like, fair play to him. He did thank you. You know, so he did a really, really good job. And today I think we're going to kind of head towards Liverpool Street, and then see where we go from there. And what's really great is like every day as well, I'm liaising with Christian. In fact, he sent me a voice message just before, which I'll need to listen to. But I'm at least like liaising with Christian, and we're kind of then planning what videos to make together. Because for me, I want Ephraim to be really successful with his business. I know he's only going to be in London for a few weeks, and even just to kind of give a shout out to him as well, if guys are interested in his coaching. Ephraim is in London until the end of September. I think he said he's only got like he only wants to take maybe 2 clients on during that period of time, if anyone is interested. But by all means, if you do like his stuff, then reach out to him. Do it through his channel, don't do it through me or anything. And you can always say like, oh, Daniel recommended to do coaching with you. Why not take his coaching whilst you've got the chance? If you resonate with his style of speaking to women, he's got a very, very relaxed demeanour about him, and he's very, very chilled as well. And maybe it's kind of like the Los Angeles like surfer dude sort of vibe that he gives off, but yeah, he's got a very relaxed sort of vibe about him. So yeah, definitely check out his stuff. If he's editing the videos as quickly as we're filming them, then you'll definitely see videos of him in London doing his cold approaching and having his interactions. But I mean, that's obviously down to him and how quickly he's editing. I know he's like constantly trying to get everything done as quickly as possible. But no, he's done a really good job. I know we've only done 2 days so far, and we've got still weeks and weeks of filming his cold approaching and interactions, and I'm helping him with videos and creative videos and videos that I know are generally going to help you guys. And I think really this is kind of like the caveat or the struggle that I have with my YouTube channel. Or maybe it's more ironic. Maybe I think irony is probably the right word here, where it's so easy for me to film other people's infields and other people's interactions when they hire me. But the struggle that I have is that I don't have someone to film my approaches, not at the level or standard that I want. And although I have had guys reach out saying like, oh, if you give me your camera, you can train me to do it. But with all due respect, I've never seen a riot police car before. So I mean, if you with all due respect, I'm having guys who I don't know, I've never vetted. And to be honest, I probably don't trust either to just hand over, a few grand's worth of camera equipment for them to look after, without any sort of like insurance policy in place. Like if I pop to the toilet and I come back and they've disappeared, or they accidentally tripped because they weren't looking where they were going, I can't have that sort of problem. And also I find like I am actually much cheaper as a camera guy in this industry as opposed to other people as well, and I don't really want to be spending the money that other people are charging. Maybe it's me being stingy, but I don't want to spend the money that other people are charging, especially if they're not used to filming infields or street approaches. So I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather unfortunately just sort of like play the patience game and you have to deal with talking heads than me forking out a crazy amount of money on people that I have no idea if they're going to do a good job or not. So at least in the meantime, you can watch my videos via other dating coaches and know that I like to think that I do a really good job, and I also help them with the creativity with their videos and stuff. So I'm heading obviously to the train station. I'm going to meet Ephraim at 1 o'clock. Definitely check out his stuff. Like I say, I really like his vibe. It's always refreshing to see a new coach and a new way in how they express things. And if they certainly have an audience that resonates with them, then I'm all for encouraging guys to just take action and do something about it. Don't sit on your social anxiety. Don't let it keep getting bigger and bigger. Like, just do something about it. You don't have to be sitting and suffering in pain. All of that is really nothing more than just a thought. You can literally, like today, be like, you know what? I'm fed up with my social anxiety. I'm fed up of not being confident. I want to do something about it. And you can just go out the house. You can just go and do something. You know, even if you don't want to go to a dating coach yet, or any coach in general, just do something about it. Just even being out the house, you know, getting fresh air and stuff is so good for your mental health. So it's just something to consider. I don't want to, you know, that I will save that for another video. I mean, this one was really just sort of telling you, like, I'm working with Ephraim for a month. He's flown from Los Angeles to come and work with me to do filming literally every day. So hopefully that kind of speaks for my reputation, that someone would travel literally across the globe to work with me. And you know, and I genuinely believe I'm going to do a really, really good job, not just with his videos, but also with his business overall. And I'll help him get clients. And if I can help him get something in London, then amazing as well. So yeah, if you want to check out his stuff, like I say, I'm sure it's called Paul University. If I've got it wrong, then head to Christian's channel. So it's Christian Casanova, if you haven't heard of that name. Considering I've been working with Christian for 5 years with his channel. But check out Christian's channel. And I know he's done a lot of interviews with Ephraim. And then you can at least sort of find him that way if I've got it wrong. But I'm about 80-90% sure that that's right. So definitely go and have a look. But yeah, Ephraim's in London for a month. So if you are interested in his coaching, if you resonate with his style, then definitely, yeah, reach out to him and just say, yeah, Daniel suggested that I have coaching with you. And I'm sure he'll appreciate that as well. I'm sure that'll put a smile on his face. And as well, if you like that surfer dude attitude, then it'll work hand in hand. So I'm gonna now listen to Christian's voice note just to hear what his thoughts are with the filming session today. I'll keep you guys posted on how the days go on. I'm not going to though have my live streams focused on my coaching with Christian. My coaching or filming with Ephraim. I'd rather it be really about giving advice to you guys, as well as me talking about the clients that I'm working with and the results that they're getting. But I thought today, yeah, I'll just share with you what my month is looking like. And what's great, as long as the weather holds, it means I can do a live stream every day whilst I'm walking to the station, which I kind of like, because at the moment I'm sort of struggling to just find the energy and the mental capacity to sit and make a video. So if I can at least just do a live stream on the go, if you don't mind watching this sort of thing, like same time every day, it'd be roughly round about like 11:30 or so that I'll do these live streams, then, you know, tune in. I do though turn off the comments, just simply because they tend to be a bit of a distraction for me. Otherwise I would love for it to be an interaction, but I find my memory is a bit like a goldfish, and if I go on a tangent, if I get distracted, then I've lost my train of thought. But I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas even for videos. So if you want to drop me an email at thatdanxietyguy@gmail.com, I'm always open to hearing stuff. And also, again, if you want my birthday offer, I'm going to kind of just promote it until the end of the week. So, you know, you might get a bit bored of me going over and over again saying like the birthday offer, but it's only because I genuinely want to encourage guys that, you know, if you do feel like you're on a budget, or if you are looking for some incentive to actually take action, then this is the best time to do it. That I've got 2 slots left in October. I've got a load of consultation calls taken, so I mean, yes, it might be a possibility that the spaces do fill up already, but you know what, I'm always open because I still want to make sure that I'm the right coach for you. I'm very, very delicate. I like to think that my coaching's very bespoke, and that I just look to work on the particular struggles that you have, not some generic like, come in, I'm going to teach you X, Y, and Z, and then off you go. It's I want to work on the specific issues that you've got that's preventing you from being more confident or just socializing with people. And even then, cold approaching does not have to be about dating, which is kind of like the big like taboo thing to say, but it doesn't have to be about dating. It can be about just learning to be more confident and learning to be a bit more outspoken. And if that's something that you want, by all means, drop me an email. Let me know that you want the birthday offer. I've got availability, 2 spaces left in October, and let's see if I'm right for you. And I'd love to be able to work with you and help you through your social struggles. So, right, I'm at the traffic lights, I'm at the station, I can see black clouds in the distance, so we'll leave it there. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to doing another live stream tomorrow with you guys.